Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live 10 at 10.
He was alone in the plane at this point in time, and basically the plane became fully engulfed in flames, and he suffered fatal injuries because of the crash and of the fire.
We have new information tonight, as there are still plenty of unanswered questions, but there are new details tonight about a developing story just south of Fargo. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us. One man is dead after the plane he was flying crashed near the Wild Rice River, east of Interstate 29 and south of 52nd Avenue South. We're told the 55-year-old pilot was alone on the plane. His name will be released tomorrow.
A representative with the FAA tells Valley News Live that the plane is a model Cessna 340. According to a flight tracking website, flightaware.com, there was only one plane of that model that left Fargo shortly after 2 today. It was scheduled to return to Hector International Airport about 3:30. However, FlightAware shows the plane ended its flight at the time of the crash. According to its flight path, it never made it back to Hector and was moving at over 170 miles per hour when it lost altitude. That plane, that aligns with that flight path, belongs to Weather Modification Incorporated of Fargo. Now, Valley News Team's Nicole Johnson joins us live at the scene of the crash. She has more on this story. Nicole?
Now, the crash happened here behind me in the field near Wild Rice River. You can't see much going on right now because the majority of law enforcement has packed up and left for the day. We're about 10 miles from Hector International Airport. We're told the pilot possibly had some sort of flight emergency and was attempting an emergency landing, but the plane was found in pieces after catching fire and crashing into multiple trees. We're told the FAA will begin reconstructing the crash over the next couple of days. The NTSB will be investigating what caused the crash, but that could take several months to a year. Now, law enforcement tells me they're trying to keep people out of this area here, but once the FAA begins surveying the area, we could get a closer look tomorrow at the plane. Back in the studio, Nicole Johnson, Valley News Live.
Thanks, Nicole. Now keep this in mind. Cass County roads 14 and 16 remain closed near that crash site, and as she alluded, authorities are asking you to steer clear.
An incident at the Cass County Jail where staff discovered an inmate lying on the floor of her cell during a routine well-being check. It happened Wednesday morning. The Cass County Sheriff's Office says 37-year-old Lisa Howell of West Fargo was found unresponsive. She was taken to a local hospital and soon had a stable heart rhythm again. She is still in the hospital. At this time, there's no more information on her condition. A Jamestown woman reached out to our Whistleblower Hotline after finding out that her government funding for her home was being cut.
And if she hadn't followed up on her public housing application, she would have never known about the cut. Valley News Team's Natalie Parsons explains why she hopes this air doesn't leave her and her children out in the cold.
This is the application a woman from Jamestown filled out last January for public housing funding, making sure everything was up to date and correct. She wants to remain anonymous, but goes on to show us the application letter she received later that month, saying she was waitlisted for funding, but the next mailing she never received.
On March 23rd, they sent a letter to a wrong address. My address on file was correct, but they had typed it incorrectly on the envelope.
The single mother says had she not gone past the Stutzman County Housing Office earlier this week, she wouldn't know about the mailings being returned to their sender. She was very disappointed with how the office dealt with the situation, especially with how they simply downgraded it to a human error.
To basically say, sorry, we'll put you back on the list, but we have no funding at this point is kind of a disheartening feeling.
She says federal funding can cover from 30% to all of her housing. She was waitlisted earlier in the year and is currently back on it after reapplying. But had she received the notification she was supposed to, she wouldn't be in this situation and she wouldn't have gone an entire summer without seeing her daughter.
Because it was pay rent or pay for daycare. So I actually had to send her for 3 months to go stay with family so that I could work as much as possible.
Stutzman County Housing did not want to speak on camera as they view their client's personal information as confidential, but they said that this particular case is still open and under review. In Jamestown, Natalie Parsons, Valley News Live.
The woman says because she didn't receive the public housing mail, she won't be able to get any governmental funding until early next year. Now, this story came to us via our Whistleblower Hotline. If you need help uncovering fraud or corruption in your community, call the number on your screen, 701-237-6576. Do so and leave your tip.
A man has been charged with sexually assaulting a woman he enticed into his vehicle at Bemidji State University. 20-year-old Richard Erickson of Poposky, Minnesota, is charged with third-degree sexual assault. Erickson, who is not a student, allegedly walked into a dorm and asked if anyone wanted to get high on marijuana. The female victim left with Erickson and says he gave her a drink that may have been drugged. The victim told police that she was driven to a remote location north of Lake Bemidji and raped. She was later observed by friends stumbling out of Erickson's vehicle near a CVS pharmacy in Bemidji and taken to the hospital. If convicted, Erickson faces a maximum sentence of 15 years in prison.
How well do you know your own neighborhood? Well enough to know where crimes happen? With a new constitutional amendment in North Dakota, Marsys Law, taking effect soon, law enforcement might not be releasing information on crimes or crashes that could impact your safety. That includes whether you get information from Facebook or Nextdoor. The idea behind it is to protect a crime victim's rights.
That's kind of ridiculous. I feel like people maybe weren't informed as much as they could have been when they voted at the time. I feel like they could have definitely got more information about it and been like, oh, maybe I shouldn't vote this way because then I'm not helping the public be as safe as they can be.
The Fargo Police Department tells us they met with the city attorney today to discuss their options, what will be changing, and how to work under the new constitutional amendment.
Despite all the drama and chaos surrounding the Dakota Access pipeline, officials say it's almost complete. More than 92% of the construction on the pipeline is finished across all 4 states. The last portion remaining is in North Dakota. A spokesperson for Energy Transfer Partners says the company is still waiting for approval to begin drilling for the Lake Oahe crossing. The process will take about 3 to 4 months to complete.
Reuters is reporting that President-elect Donald Trump is considering U.S. Senator Heidi Heitkamp from North Dakota for a position in his cabinet, according to a source close to the situation. Senator Heitkamp's first term will end in 2018 and does have the option to run as an incumbent in 2018. She will be meeting with President-elect Trump tomorrow afternoon. The meeting will take place in New York, where Trump has been hosting most of his meetings since his election. Heitkamp said in a statement she appreciates the president-elect inviting her for a meeting, and she hopes to work with him to help best support North Dakota.
A Fargo grocery store owner convicted of food stamp fraud has to pay back hundreds of thousands of dollars. Police say 51-year-old Zadan Ali ran the operation out of his grocery store, Nur al-Hida, from March 2011 to March of 2013. Instead of people buying food, Ali would trade their food stamp debit cards for cash. Besides having to pay back more than $360,000, Ali was sentenced to 60 days house arrest and 200 hours of community service.
Don't get tired of family favorites. Instead, create new recipes with the leftovers. Turkey and chicken can easily be turned into flautas or enchiladas. Don't throw out the holiday leftovers. Some items, like cranberries, can be used in smoothies for kids. One culinary chef says when remaking food, it's important to rehydrate it by using something like a broth. We have some recreated recipes for your family to try on our website at valleynewslive.com.